held in by Oswald. Punched out by Lifton. It's just offside as Hutson had the puck on the entry.
He was 11 feet tall. He still would have been offsides. That was jumping the gun by a little. Logan Cooley got turned around on him. Later in the game, came in 2-on-2 with Snuggerud.
Here's Stramel, takes it to the net, flips it forward, and Quap made the stop.
And he and Snuggerud decided to create a 2-on-1 against the weak side defenseman. They showed him, and it just clicked in his head about some of the things he needs to do coming in on the rush to be successful at the next level. It was a great teaching point for him, being able to show him those two clips back to back.
Heads up, on wall.
Team USA goal scored by number 19, les buts des États-Unis comptaient pas. Numéro 19, Red 7. The assist number 6 avec
More pressure from the United States. Lane Hutson brought it down to the goal line. Came back up to the half wall. Centering pass from Brindley to Stramel. And Germany's got to figure something out. 4-0, 9 minutes in.
I don't care if you put Ken Dryden in goal right now. It's not going to make a difference. I mean, these have been 4 real good goals. The deflection, you couldn't help. This is a nice play. Down low, quiet zone play again, little tip. And Stramel goes to the front of the net with a stick down. Stramel, who draws a lot of comparisons to Tage Thompson of the Buffalo Sabres in the way that he plays the game. Doesn't wait, doesn't dust it, puts it up over the glove before Quap can move. You get down 3-0 early, your energy starts to sag, especially in the net. And you can see the Germans are starting to play heads down, hands up hockey right now as in what is going to happen next. About Stramel a second ago, and that comparison to Tage Thompson, when I was talking to Tony Granato, the head coach at Wisconsin, his coach there, he said, he reminds me of Tage, who my brother had coached at the program. That's Don Granato of the Sabres, who you know I think the world of. He said, it's funny because I played, this is Tony talking, and I played with the kid's father. He goes, they both have a unique blend of great size and quick puck movement. And Stramel tends to watch a lot of Tage Thompson shifts to try to emulate the way that he plays.
Alley wiped out. Successful offside challenge for Armstreeter and the Germans, and he's trying to wake up that bench.
Before the puck goes in. Great puck control by the U.S. Keep this in mind now as we keep moving along here. Possession of the puck never changed. When we get a second, I'll explain to you.
The cliffhangers. Star, I can't take it. The U.S. strong start to this quarterfinal game against Germany. Lane Hutson off the turnover, trying to give it over to Jackson Blake. Instead, it's taken by Hoff. Little 2-on-1 for the Germans. Hoff. At his backhand as Blake was back checking. At one point, the scoreboard read 4-0 Team USA. Germans challenged for offside. It was successful. Back to a 3-goal lead. Chesley, shot was blocked.
It's funny, that's where the funny story's going to come in.
Can't keep teasing us.
They got some of their nerves out. Now they've settled in a little bit. Here's the thing. They're not exactly reinventing the game either. But at the very least, they've stabilized it. And the U.S., to me, is not doing anything to put themselves in a real bad spot.
You have to credit Tobias Armstreeter, the head coach. 1 for the challenge, but then 2 using that time to wake his team up. Stramel trying to give it over to Brindley. Pass was deflected away. Here's Hutson at the near point. Lane Hutson doing Lane Hutson things. Down in the left circle. Pulls, shoots wide. Comes to the far side for Lipkin. He batted it wide. Pick for the Canadiens. In all 19 19 of these players have had their names called in the draft, and the ones who are eligible for the 2023, we expect to hear their names as well, based on how they played this tournament in the United States.
Settle into your seats early, because that's probably when they're going to get called.
Here comes the Germans on a rush.
Down the other end, great defensive play by Hutson. Stop it right here. Hutson's stick, look at it towards the middle. He's not allowing the German player to get back towards the middle. He's steering him into wider ice. Roll it, and now he can make the play. As the German player tries to go around him, he's got nowhere to go because Hutson has already cut off the lane. So Hutson was going to give him the wide lane and then bring his stick inside to ride him out. Real good steer, real good angle by the young defenseman.
Middle step, near point, far side. Hutson comes near side looking for a tip from Boucher. Couldn't get it. 7 minutes into the second period. The United States setting up in the offensive zone until that. Played up. Oswald comes in for a shot. Good hustle back from Luke Middlestat. First of the tournament for Jackson Blake. And one of the points of emphasis for Team USA coming into this game was to try and get that second line rolling. You got Lucius with a goal. And now Blake. Middlestat, checked by Hurdler. Shot fanned on by Germany. Potential chance for Team USA. Good work there by Rossmy.
Dr. Phil Johnson's been around this program a long time. He and Stanley Wong, two mainstays in the medical department for Team USA.
Stanley Wong, the head athletic trainer in his 21st year with the National Junior program. The World Junior Championship. The stick came flying over the net. Now it's to Quap's left. U.S. fighting for possession. They have it with Connors. To the point. Shot. Beat Finland in comeback fashion. I mean, there hasn't been a bad Finland-Sweden game ever, I don't think.
Probably not.
Here's Lucius all alone. Quap with the pad save.
That's why I was talking to Kelly Larson this morning, the GM of the Dubuque Fighting Saints, who is a proud and native Swede, and we were talking about that game. I said, what a matchup that for playing the knockout round. I said, in U.S. Canada or from the pitch, the rivalry, that's the last thing you want to do in a one and done. Have to play your arch rival.
Outstanding tournament continues. He'll get to catch his breath ahead of the semifinals.
So barring anything changing dramatically, U.S. will charter.
Oh, off the crossbar from Hutson and into the netting. Yeah, so wait.
They will charter by bus.
You were off the hook with the shutout thing. I'm not off the hook because I put my own brain in a blender in that second period trying to explain the semifinal scenarios for Team USA. Let me just keep it simple. After this, Canada plays Slovakia in the other quarterfinal. Given Czechia has already won and advanced, given the reseeding that takes place at the World Junior Championship, if Canada beats Slovakia, the U.S. plays the Canadians. If Slovakia pulls off the upset at center, will do so with Gavin Brindley, who's back into the zone. Brindley centering pass beyond the reach of Savage, comes to the near circle. Perk with a blast off the shoulder.
You know, one of the things for the U.S. also that you talk about in a game like this, go win the period. Like, the game is already won. Go win the period. Winning periods matters. Not points, just go win the period. It's a pride thing.
Hutson trying to feed.
First 4.5 minutes of this third period by Team USA has been really crisp.
Kenny Connors heading to the front of the net. And